Thank you, Sora. I think the darkness has begun to weaken. But I can feel a powerful darkness growing somewhere far away. It's the heart of the darkness. It must be where Ansem went. Then we'll take the gummy ship and deal with both Ansem and the Heartless. A worthy answer, Keyblade Master. We offer this power to aid your battle. Fyra has been upgraded to Fyraga! Sora, your courage can bring back our worlds. Once the darkness is gone, all should return to its original state. Kairi will be back on the island? Most certainly, and you should be too. I can't go home till I find Riku and the King. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts. Last time we sealed the great big keyhole of darkness at the tip of Hollow Bastion. Now, I still can't believe we played a part in opening the keyhole. To think we had such a power, simply unimaginable. Maleficent used to live in our world. She used her great powers to control the darkness, but eventually it came to control her. She was never in control of the Heartless. She fell to her own warning. The Heartless consumed the careless. The darkness still lingers, so we'll stay in as well. Oh, God. Now my battery's low too, man. Everything's just going to hell in a handbasket here in a second. We'll do all we can. Please don't tell Aladdin about this. He'll worry to death if you do. I will tell him about it once I have returned to Agrabah. The darkness took my home. I don't know where to go now. I hope my loved ones are safe somewhere. I'll do whatever I can to keep this world from being taken too. Jasmine, the spirited princess of Agrabah, longing for a life of freedom, she slipped away from the palace and encountered Aladdin, who she quickly grew fond of. As one of the princesses with the power to open the keyhole, she was abducted by Jafar and the Heartless. Alice fell down a rabbit hole into Wonderland, arrested on suspicion of trying to steal the Queen's heart. Sora and his friends proved her innocence, but the Heartless captured her as part of their little plan to open the final keyhole. Belle, a brave and intelligent young woman who understands the beast's true nature. She's one of the 7 princesses needed to open the final keyhole. She and Beast have lost their world to the darkness. Aurora, a young woman with a lovely voice. She is loved by 3 good fairies and cursed by Maleficent. The sorceress captured Aurora to help open the final keyhole. And Cinderella, a hard-working young girl who's often bullied by her stepmother and stepsisters. She is one of the princesses needed to open the final keyhole and was captured by the Heartless. Her world has already been destroyed. The 7 princesses of Heart are the only beings who possess hearts of pure light, devoid of any darkness whatsoever. Besides them, every heart contains darkness. Assembling them all is the only way to open the final keyhole in Hollow Bastion, which, as Maleficent said, within lies untold wisdom. Maleficent wanted the incredible dark power for herself. Ansem was manipulating Maleficent by letting her find his research to control the Heartless, doing the dirty work. I'd like to point out that Ariel is officially the Princess of Atlantica, but she isn't a Princess of Heart. Her world has very little bearing on the plot. And then Alice is not a princess, but is a Princess of Heart. So it's not as simple as just tracking down the princess of every world. Now for my hot take. I don't care for Cinderella. I think she's incredibly bland, and that isn't really helped by her being the princess with the least focus in this game. Her world was already destroyed before our adventure began. She doesn't really do anything on her own and just goes along as a +1 to whatever the princesses are doing. She just feels like another face in the crowd compared to the other 6, and it's a shame. I wish this incarnation could have given me more and made me like her character, because I'm not the fondest of her. Just like any other world, this place knows no fear after sealing the keyhole. You will not find any Heartless here until you leave until you turn your back for 5 minutes and then come back in. I thought that we might find our friends from Traverse Town up here, but no. There's a tournament being held at the Coliseum. The competition's a lot tougher now, so be careful. So we got a new tournament, and we also got our final battle. Where are we going? To the library. Because knowledge is power. That's how we're gonna beat Ansem. On the way there, I want to voice that if you were disappointed by Oblivion and me having nothing really good to say about it, I'm right there with you. I wish it was a good Keyblade. I really, really do. It is so awesome looking, and the idea of there symbolically being something of Riku's that comes along with us for the final battle, I think that that's inherently interesting and really does a... Please hit the thing, Sora. Thank you. As much as I've defended a lot of things about Kingdom Hearts 1, and I think it is a lot better than a lot of people give it credit for, I want to say that that's probably my biggest complaint with the RPG elements, is the fact that the Keyblades are mostly just stat sticks. They changed this approach! Let's just not fight above pits, okay? It's burned me enough times that I'm finally learning. I was saying, they don't go this route again. They definitely learned from it. In later games, you would use a Keyblade like Jungle King because they would give it its own playstyle or some kind of effect, or let you customize or even upgrade it in some way. They've done numerous different takes on the whole Keyblade system, and it's all the better for it. In the library, we may find our friends. This was once Ansem's castle. He was widely respected as a wise man, but darkness took him. He began experimenting with people's hearts. Some wise man. So much suffering and ruin. And for what? We thought this was Maleficent's doing, but she was just another puppet of the darkness. Just like Ansem. The darkness is our real enemy, but how to beat it? Well, first things first, let's purge every last Heartless we can find. That's gonna be impossible, my dude. As soon as we walk 2 rooms away, they all come back. I won't use my real name until this world is restored. You gotta talk to these fellows 4 times. Sora, you should read this. Read what? It's the rest of Ansem's report. Maleficent must have collected it. Obtain Ansem's report 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? No, 10. Ansem disappeared when this world fell to the darkness. It was believed he died defending the people from the Heartless, but Ansem was the one who brought them here. Ansem waits in darkness, but here's a little light to protect you, Sora. Attained the power of healing. Cura has been upgraded to Curaga. You were my best healer back in the Final Fantasy days, and man, so glad to see you give me that. Read that report and you'll understand Ansem's intentions. As a quick recap, page 1 was about the darkness in hearts, how he believes there is darkness within every heart, and he wished to understand it. Page 2. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart. Cultivate darkness in a pure heart. Both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments cause the test subject's heart to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. My treatments produced no signs of recovery. I confined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Sometime later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? Page 3 was about the shadows beneath the castle and needing to give them a name, the Heartless. He saw the remains of these people that he experimented on as worthy test subjects, and thought that they would help him understand the mysteries of the heart. Page 4. The Heartless appear in groups and are multiplying rapidly. I've provided them both living and non-living samples. They've responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who have lost their hearts and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I am confident in this hypothesis. I must also study their behavioral principles. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It's just occurred to me. Could they be the darkness in people's hearts? Page 5 was about the Heartless reacting to the keyhole within Hollow Bastion. Ansem opens the door, and on the other side finds an incredible mass of energy. Doing this broke down the walls around Hollow Bastion, connecting it to the other worlds, as seen in the meteor shower. Page 6. A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the Heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I have devised a hypothesis based on my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless feed on others' hearts, and they yearn for that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart, too. The heart of this world. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I am certain that was the heart of the world. The Heartless are trying to take hearts not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? Page 7 was about what happened the next morning, about how the meteor shower was actually gummy blocks falling to their world, and some theorizing that it could be used to travel around the universe. Page 8 is still yet to be recovered, but page 9 was about a later day when Ansem met with the king. He learned of the Keyblade and how there are legends that tell of the Keyblade wielders saving the world and others saying that they spread chaos and destroyed it. Ansem sees a connection between it and the keyhole that he opened. Ansem's Report 10. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky. And deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts. Born out of the darkness in people's hearts, they seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world of the Heartless? I will pursue the answer there and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. His never-ending thirst for knowledge led him down a dangerous road and became too much. And now these are the consequences of his experiments. Running wild. Upon the second floor, Bell. So many books, but not one on how to banish darkness. Maybe it's hopeless. That's what you said last time. Ansem desires the darkness. He thinks it's the source of all power. What nonsense. Darkness may shroud light, but it can never extinguish it. Sora, don't succumb to the darkness. You and the Keyblade can defeat it. And Yuffie. Ansem and Maleficent were both possessed by the darkness. You know, I just don't get it. What's so great about the darkness? This is my home, but it just doesn't feel like it. I don't remember much, because I was only a kid. There are no Heartless here, so rest up. We've got to get rid of the Heartless and rebuild this world. These people share some parallels with their lives in the Final Fantasy universe. I talked about how I personally see Leon as keeping Rinoa with him, and there being hints at their relationship existing, but them being separated, him being unable to save her. It's a little hard to know exactly how much of their lives parallel that of Final Fantasy, as they grew up in Hollow Bastion. Hollow Bastion is not a location in Final Fantasy or anything like that. These people are from different worlds, different realities that have nothing to do with each other normally. But in this universe, their lives seem to play out more or less the same way. They just all knew each other and come from a common place. I don't see Sid anywhere. I don't think that he's here. I was just really trying to make sure of that before moving on, because man, there is a lot of rare and obscure dialogue that you are so unlikely to see otherwise. Well, if we can't find Sid here, I know where we can find him. We're going back to Traverse Town. I guess I'll follow the sun. That's the lyrics that I made up for it when I was a little kid. Yeah, I would just go like do 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 do, and then start singing words when I got to a part where I could think of something. My lack of musical talent was not any better when I was a child. I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious that I would have more musical talent now than I do then, and my musical talent now ain't great, so I don't know who I'm trying to convince here. Oh! Ah, bright crystal! I really thought we got the thing! Please no Sniper Wilds, please no Sniper Wilds, please no Sniper Wilds. If I could just see a fat guy in a dark alley right here, that would be excellent, so that way I would know that there are no Sniper Wilds. Okay, alright! I'll take a wyvern! I'll take some dead people! I like dead people. The shopkeeper at my favorite shop is a dead person. Off screen, I've hunted all the sniper wilds that I ever would care to beat. We have enough materials to last us the rest of the game from them, so we don't ever need to do it. It's such a good feeling knowing you don't have to fight them. A lot of you people were telling me that you're hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans and you just avoid fighting them, that it just isn't fun and you don't want the reward for 100%ing synthesis that badly that you would actually sit there fighting them for like an hour. And I don't blame you, they're miserable. My first time playing Final Mix and running into them, I was just like, what the heck am I supposed to do? They just don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and it never ended, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do to kill them. I just sat there fighting forever and ever, and then I went to one of the doors and it didn't work, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm stuck here and have to fight. And then wouldn't you know it, because you can't win, I really thought I was screwed, and I ended up losing the fight. Oh, puppies, you make my angry rant all better. All together once again. Gift from Pongo Bernita, attain the power of wind. Aurora has been upgraded to Eroga. Obtained the complete gummy collection. I was going to cast my magic here, but I cannot do that within this room. So it'll have to wait for another moment, like now. Eroga has the same duration as the previous 2 layers, reduces damage by even more, and it does spike damage to enemies, just like Aurora. And, if you would be so kind. Okay, not that one. Can you do something else, please? Yeah, there you go. You deflect projectile attacks. It's not truly every ranged attack, as you saw his ice still hurt us, but if it's any kind of like bullet type move, you can just walk right into it, tech it back at the enemy for free, not even having to guard. This ability makes it that you have a lot more uptime on your combo moves. Pairing that with combos now finishing regardless if you've hit the enemy or not with our combo master ability. And then also the fact that, you know, it makes it so you don't have to wear defensive accessories as often as long as you're casting that in big tough fights. It's pretty nice. Oh, I thought I got it again. I always think that giant red one is it, and it never is, but I always gasp for air, thinking that it is. I don't know. What do you guys think about gasping, like hearing like the person breathing in the video, like inhaling air right before they start talking? I think it adds to the believability. I know some people edit it out, but to me it just kind of adds to the atmosphere of me sitting here having a talk with you about one of my favorite games. That's why I've always kept them in my videos, but I can kind of understand the other perspective too, I guess. I want to go to the small house in the 3rd district. For now and only now, Kairi is here. You didn't see Riku? He must be okay. He can take care of himself. Sora, don't forget the promise we made. Into the accessory shop. Hello, dead man walking. You sell new items. These were actually available since the fight with Dark Riku. We have the Fire Gun Band. I guess it raises damage because it has a gun on it. The Blizzagun Band and the Thundagun Band. This is not worth 8,000 money, not even remotely close. Money has not been the most helpful resource throughout these travels, but trust me, you're going to really want some coming up here. Moogs? What do you got? EXP earring. Serenity now. No, we do not have Serenity now. The Crystal Crown needs the Lucid Crystal. Let me check on that. Their 1% drops from Dark Balls, and we still only have 1. All right, that'll just happen naturally over time. Dark Matter, we cannot get Gales yet. Mega Elixir, we cannot get Gales yet. And we also need more Lucid Crystals. I can craft a power up, oh my God, that's what Spirit Gems are good for. Yes! Oh, if I can get more Power Gems, I can get even more of them. Oh my gosh. Cosmic Arts, EXP Bracelet. I need 1 more Orichalcum and a Stormy Stone. We can't get Stormy Stones, not worth going after. The ribbon needs Gale's, which we also don't have, and that is all she wrote. I went out and back in, there's no new recipes for us to collect, so we're just gonna pop a power. Nice, nice, nice. God, we are so strong now. We've come so far. And last but not least, what do you need? Let's chat. The castle's probably crawling with them now. Yeah, all those dumb teenagers who just never stopped giving you crap and walking all over your lawn when you were living there. Don't get cocky just because you've been there before. And you don't say anything else. I am here to shop for the full gummy set. I've seen conflicting things on what that actually is. Some claim that it gives you the maximum possible amount of every single gummy block except for the design gummies, which you can only get from the gummy missions. Whereas other sources say that it's one of every gummy. I've even seen a tip to sell every gummy you own to Sid before picking this up. In the original version, it prevented you from opening gummy treasure chests because you already have the maximum amount. But I've definitely opened them after getting this in the HD version, so I think it probably isn't the case so I thought it probably wasn't the case anymore. Here's the truth. It gives you the maximum possible amount of every gummy in all versions, but still lets you open the chest in Final Mix for the hell of it, which is good. It bothers me to see uncollected chests. As you can see, we are completely incapable of buying every single one. It might be a good idea to sell every single gummy that you have, except for the design gummies, of course, before going and turning in the final Dalmatians. And that's all she wrote. For the second time in the video. I guess she wanted to put a PS at the end of the letter or something like that. That is all in Traverse Town. It's gonna be sad not seeing this place ever again. But we gotta save the universe. We gotta section off all the worlds back to how they once were. Next time on Kingdom Hearts, we head to Olympus Coliseum for our final fight with Hades. See you guys then.